Paralyzed by pairwise dice, then attend to this heaven slice of an angel wrapped in skin. Roll dice and woes of life, love deprived, looking to revive. What's the meaning of life? One subjective paradise, crystal chandeliers, focus reflected. Off the mirrors a pit, quick, grinning from ear to ear. Craving and raving and grain, rekindle the flame. Closer she draws near, stay there, remove your underwear, shove it somewhere over there. In paradise, we know our purpose. In paradise, we know what our worth is. In paradise, we manifest dreams. In paradise, truth is what you conceive.
Boom, yes it is. The truth is what you can see. Hello everybody and welcome to this edition of the Unpopular Hour. Of course, I'm your host, Matt Clark, and today is Tuesday, so you know where we're at, right? We are at one of my favorite spots to eat at, Georgia's Happy Hog, located 712 Culbertson Drive. You can call them and find out if they're open or what their situation is, 405-525-8111. That's for catering and events, or just to call and check on them. They're closed Sundays and Mondays and opens Tuesday through Friday from 11 to 7. And Saturdays from 11 to 5. So please go ahead and do that. And then also, if you want to come on and you want to, send messages, or you want to have questions or comments about anything we're talking about, or you have a question to ask, go to YouTube, search The Unpopular Hour with Matt Clark, and you'll be able to like, subscribe, notifications, and then when we're on, you'll be able to get that, and I'll be able to see that you're here and what comments and questions you can make. And also tomorrow night after the Thunder game, after the Storm, OKC Thunder, go ahead, like, subscribe. We had a nice audience, and we in fact are improving people watching the show on that platform. So like I said, the Unpopular Hour with Matt Clark, go ahead, like, subscribe, notification, and you can comment and ask any questions, and we will acknowledge the fact that you are on air with us there on YouTube. So please go ahead and do that, and we love to hear from you. And by the way, of course, this is brought to you by, we are here courtesy of YNB, family owned and operated since 1912. They are the bank that makes things happen. They're an equal housing lender, a member of the FDIC, proud sponsor for us to be here today at Georgia's, because they are sponsoring women, minority, and black-owned businesses. So we appreciate their support. You can go online and pre-qualify at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com. Or you can go into any of the locations, the main bank, 401 in historic downtown Yukon, 401 Elm, in historic downtown Yukon, off 66 steps from downtown Yukon. Randy, you cracked me up. That was really good, though. YNB East, which is off the Parkway in 66 or 39th Expressway, however you look at it. YNB Mustang, 218 North Mustang Road. YNB Parkway, located off Garth Brooks and I-40. Cannot miss it, just south of I-40, right there in front of the hospital. And then YNB People's located in Bethany on 23rd between Rockwell and MacArthur. So we appreciate those guys for their support of us. And I can say this, last night, I was talking to my guy Ben Dillman, High Stick Harry, and earlier, and last night was a great day for sports. I mean, a great night for sports. NBA, hockey, even though my Lakers lost, and then my turnaround and my Stars lost last night in disappointing fashion. Really, the Lakers were even worse. And my guy Drew Hinthorn and I were talking about that. It was, an epic failure. I mean, you're up 20 and you lose, but the bottom line is, once again, LeBron is not the greatest player. He's not the GOAT. He's not the GOAT. Sorry. I'm sitting there watching. You got the lead, and you're standing there letting everybody else shoot but you. Why the hell, if you're the GOAT, you don't have the ball in your hands trying to score? I'd much rather you shoot the ball and miss than Hachimura or Austin Reeves trying to go one-on-one against the Jokic. What the hell are you doing letting him go one-on-one? D'Angelo, he's not the GOAT. I'm sorry. Like I said, Michael Jordan's the greatest player ever. And Kareem, those two are right there together. Then you have Kobe as the best all-around player, because nobody was shooting left-hand threes, opposite-hand threes, moving, switching the ball over. That would be Kobe. But LeBron is a better, more athletic Magic. That's what he is. He's a more athletic Magic. He doesn't pass the ball as well as Magic. Nobody has. and he doesn't do that. But everything else, shoots the three. And Magic could shoot the three if that's what it came down to. He did get developed that in the end, but he is a more athletic Magic as far as that's what I call him. Okay, but to me, he doesn't take over the game at the end, which I'm like, why the hell is the ball not in your hands? I said I'm going joined by my guy Drew Hinthorn of HuskerDrewPicks.com. What's up, bro?
How we doing?
Just griping about the guy who's not the GOAT that everybody says the GOAT. He's not the GOAT. He's not the GOAT. He's just not. The GOAT, the greatest player of all time, does not wants the ball in his hands. What did Patrick Mahomes say in the Super Bowl? Just give me the ball. What did he say in the AFC Championship? Give me the ball. That's what the GOATs do.
He missed a wide open three.
Yeah, at the end. Yeah, at the end. He did that too, Drew. But I'm like, you're not the GOAT, bro. If you're the GOAT, how are you missing shots? Am I wrong, Drew? Aren't you supposed to have the ball in your hands? Aren't you supposed to be the one shooting the ball? Or am I wrong?
Yeah, that's dumb. And that's a dumb shot, too. I mean, nobody around. He could have drove it to the hole and just laid it in. I don't know. Dumb, bad shot.
But, Drew, why are you shooting? But why are you shooting with 18 seconds to go?
Yep.
That's my point.
Sure.
It's 18 seconds to go. Why are you shooting? Now, I know you're wide open, but, look, you're on the road. And you go for the kill shot. Now, that's what he tried to do is go for the three. I mean, I get that. You're open. They left you open for a reason. Yeah, you can hit threes, but you're not – nobody considers you clutch. Nobody. And, he had more clutch – what was it? He had the most clutch or the most fourth quarter points. That's what he scored.
Yeah.
But I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Why is Austin Reeves trying to take Jokic one-on-one? And then he threw a horrible pass.
They had 4 or 5 plays in the last 5 minutes of that game that are kind of unexplainable. But again, it's not. LeBron needs to come get the ball.
But Drew, my question is, which was the worst meltdown? The Sixers up 5 with 30 seconds to go and lose, or that?
Lakers easily. They have 20 points in the third quarter.
Yeah, but this is the NBA. 20 points don't mean a whole lot in the NBA, clearly. But to me, it's like Drew, I don't understand it. He stood over there and let them go. Why are you not have the ball in your hands directing traffic at the end of the game? Why? Because you don't want it. He don't want it, dude.
I mean, he missed 2 or 3 layups in the fourth quarter. I mean, they just didn't have it. I mean, they dominated that game for, 41 minutes?
Well, actually, they dominated for 47 minutes and 59 seconds.
Yeah, it's just bad loss, and I don't know that they'll recover from that loss.
I don't
think they will.
I don't either.
They can't beat Denver 4 out of 5. They needed to win that game last night. They played well enough to win the game last night. Just shit. I mean, they've outplayed Denver 7 of the 8 quarters of this series and down 2-0.
But Drew, my deal is this. At the end of the game, if you're the GOAT, you want the ball in your hands. And when you look at the Thunder they play, the coach has the ball in J-Dub's hands, but the last 45 seconds, a minute, 2 minutes, SGA goes and gets the ball. He goes, give me the damn ball. LeBron don't do that.
And D'Lo doesn't shoot shoots twice in the second half. He has 24 in the first half. AD doesn't score in the fourth quarter. And 33 points. I mean, it's just, I don't know. A lot of it, I think, will fall back on the coaching. I don't know. You can't just, I don't know.
And his lineups. He and Daigneault are the worst coaches as far as lineups. What the hell are you doing? How do you have LeBron and Austin Reeves on the bench at the same time? What the hell is wrong with you? You have one or the other. You don't have them both on there. Because,
I agree.
I don't understand. That was like when Daigneault against the Sixers. You pull your point guard out, Josh Giddey, your point guard, and you got Lou Dort running point guard. The hell are you doing?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Lineups mean a lot.
It was a bad loss.
Bad. It was horrible.
Just bad all the way around.
It was horrible. But I'm going to say this. Great night for basketball and hockey as far as games. They all were exciting. 100% for that.
Last night was the number one reason. You see that? That's why Oklahoma City needs to thank the basketball guys. They didn't play.
The Lakers. 100%. 100%. 100%. No, we've talked about that. And, you can't. Well, the thing with the Thunder is they'll play better Wednesday. They got that first game out of their system, so they'll play game Wednesday.
Oklahoma City blows New Orleans out tomorrow night.
New
Orleans had one shot. That team's decimated. missing their best player, four games in 5 nights. I mean, I couldn't believe that game was as close as it was.
Well, I could because one, the Thunder hadn't played. This was their first
Yeah.
game for a lot of those guys, their first playoff game, real playoff game. But I'm gonna tell you this: the crowd saved them. Thunder Dome saved
Yeah.
them. You know, gave them that energy because, dude, it was at the end of the game, it was rocking in there. It was rocking, and I haven't heard it rock like that since what 5 years ago or whatever, 7 years ago, or however long it's been since we've been in the playoffs. I haven't heard it rock like that. And the thing with Denver, Denver's crowd brought them back. That's why you want to have home games. That's why you have home court advantage. That right there, because the crowd will save you. So, but you know, I didn't watch the Magic and the Cavaliers. I had no desire. I mean,
Boring game. Magic. I really thought they played better yesterday, and they did.
they did not. I thought
They showed a little life in the fourth quarter when they're down 25, but that's because Cleveland let off the gas.
yeah,
So,
I had picked Cleveland because I don't trust them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't trust them, but you know the Magic I should have taken into account that this is their first really playoff series. They look like a team in deer in headlights. That's what they look like.
For a little devil's advocate, the Lakers didn't get a call last 6 minutes of that game. I mean, that thing went from bad to worse. From Anthony Davis on a fast moving screen call to D'Lo getting hit in the head. The 3 calls overturned to New York City. I mean, it went from bad to worse.
My deal is this. Hey, Drew.
It was bad.
I cracked up. How's it incidental contact? He got hit in the head.
Yeah.
How was that
I mean,
incidental
you can't say
contact?
a minor intrusion. No, it's a foul.
Hey.
The Lakers, I mean, they're just frustrated. They're frustrated, and the refs are an easy scapegoat. But if you're not wearing the Denver sunglasses or a Laker hater, those are fouls.
Those are
They
fouls.
didn't get called.
Hey, but Drew, I'm gonna say this. Mark, to me, all that's true. But LeBron James, you have the ball in your. You got to put the ball in your hands and take over, regardless of that.
That's what
Regardless
LeBron
of
has
that,
to close them out.
you have to close them out. You got to.
Live on the free throw line, and he didn't do it.
But I'm saying that's what I'm saying. He ain't the GOAT. I'm sorry. He's just not. He's not. He's just
That's
not.
even a question.
I said you're tripping. The Sixers and the Knicks.
They're going to get swept.
Yeah, they are
I don't think they
again.
win a game. I think they're done.
No, they'll win. They'll win one. I think. My thing is this, Drew.
You better win game 3.
If you don't win game 3, you're done. You don't win game 3, you're done. That's.
And they're 2.5, and they're a 3-point underdog.
Yeah. I'm sorry. They don't have the players. Austin Reeves is a 4. He's not a 3. D'Lo is nowhere to be found.
I don't understand. You got Woods out, Reddish is out, and Vanderbilt's still out, and those guys were playing at the end of the year. That's just amazing to me that those guys are out again.
I don't know what that is. There's something with that, Drew. We just don't know what it is. Okay.
I mean, why was Reddish playing the last games of the year, and then all of a sudden now they're out again? I mean, I don't know. That kills them, too, because he's one of their best on-ball defenders.
Yeah, he is.
And Wood's another guy you can rotate out on Jokic.
Yep.
But,
and I thought, hey, I'm going to say this, though, Drew. AD was killing Jokic last night, and Jokic was killing
him.
And Jokic was killing him. They were killing each other last night.
And you get a phantom moving screen call that gives him his 4th foul to start the 4th quarter.
Yeah, that was you know what, though? This is the way I look at it. All that being said, at the end of the game, LeBron didn't want the ball in his hands. How the hell, if you're trying to win on the road and you're the GOAT, you don't put the ball in your hands.
The sequence where Rui shoots a bad pull-up jumper and then Austin Reeves goes in a lane and throws the ball away. Those two, they were up 6 and should have easily pushed that 10 and the game's over.
Yep, and then Austin Reeves threw the ball away trying to throw an entry pass. How do you throw the ball away on an entry pass to AD on the post? Yeah,
I don't know.
He ain't the dude. I'm sorry. I'm not a fan.
He's a role player. He's a role player. That's what he is.
I know, but that's what I'm saying is, but Drew, my point is this: why doesn't LeBron have the ball in his hands?
Yep.
Plays need to be made the last 2 to 3 minutes, and you look at SGA. You look at
the coach is telling him to go get the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, go get it.
Yeah, but Drew, when you look at Jokic and you look at them, who had the ball in their hands? You look at the Knicks. Who went for the ball? Put the ball in your playmakers' hands. Go get the ball. He didn't do that. He's not the man. I'm sorry, all these young people, I said, y'all tripping. You have no idea what the hell basketball is. This is
Yeah.
playoff basketball. And the Thunder,
And Jamal Murray kills the Lakers.
he kills everybody. In the playoffs, he is,
I
if
mean,
he,
he made 5 shots in a row down the stretch.
hey, Drew.
5 tough shots.
my deal is with Jamal, if he played like that during the season, he'd be all NBA.
Yeah.
But he only does it in the playoffs. He's one of those guys that only plays in the playoffs. He doesn't do it any other time. And then the Knicks and the Sixers. I'm sorry. Nurse, how the hell do you...
Foul too at the end.
But
You
Drew,
gotta call foul.
forget that. Call timeout.
Yeah, that too.
Call timeout. And then second, Drew, how does Embiid have 0 rebounds in the fourth quarter 2 games in a row? You're 7 foot tall.
He doesn't look healthy at all to me. He's limping. He's on one leg basically, Bernard King style.
Yeah, he is. But Drew, nobody, you didn't box out on the rebound. The ball is on the floor. You're not trying to kill somebody. The Knicks just said we want it more than you do. That's what it came down to. They wanted it more than they did. That's all it came down to. I mean, dude, I'm like, that would piss me off if I'm sitting there going, dude, box out. And I'm sorry, Tyrese Maxey. That was a nice entry pass to you. You got to hold on to the ball, man. You flopped, and then the ball went by, and you didn't roll over and try to get it. They take the ball. DiVincenzo knocks it down. I'm like, now you got 2-0 leads for the Nuggets, 2-0 leads for the Knicks, and 2-0 leads for the Cavaliers. But Drew, really, all it really is.
And then thing about the home teams are 12-0 in the playoffs.
Yeah, all it is, but Drew, like I tell people all day long, all it really is you held serve. That's all you did.
Yeah.
You won at home. So now the Lakers.
Yeah, I think that's true, except for probably the Lakers and Denver, just because the Lakers can't beat them 4 out of 5 times. They just can't.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, listen. The whole thing is, if LeBron takes over at the end of the last 5 minutes, every game they've lost against these in the playoffs, all 6 games, they've had the lead or been in the game the last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And the GOAT was nowhere to be found.
They've been better than Denver in this series.
Yes, and the one before. Drew, but
can't close them out.
the whole thing is the GOAT, the fake GOAT, the faux GOAT, whatever you want to call him, doesn't put the ball in his hands and puts the games in his hands and says, I'm going to make sure we win this. He doesn't do that. And like I tell people, he's not the GOAT. I'm sorry. He's just not. Y'all can come up with numbers. You can come up with all this nonsense like Tom Brady with numbers. He played a lot of years, so he broke a lot of numbers. But if you tell me if I want him or Dan Marino, give me Dan Marino. I'm sorry, give me Joe Montana. I mean, because like I said.
I was surprised that he settled for an open 3. He should have taken the ball right to the goal.
But why? If he goes to go, he gets fouled and he got to go free throw line. Then he'll never hear the last of it if he misses.
Yeah.
He don't want to shoot free throws down the stretch.
And settling for threes when he's 6'9", 270.
Dude,
boggles my mind.
It's just, to me, he ain't the dude. He doesn't. What he reminds me of is the Sixers. When it's at the end of the game and you gotta have it, that's about heart and desire and the will to win. That's what that is. That's what it is. I want to win no matter what.
For being a smart basketball player, he sure shit does some dumb shit at the end of the game. I'm just like, come on.
I agree 100%. I'm just like, dude, why aren't you shooting? What is your deal? I don't understand it, Drew. I really don't. I don't get him. I don't understand him. I'm like, dude, I mean, you and I both played. And at the end of the game, I wanted the damn ball in my hands. Yeah. Give me the damn ball. If we're going to win or lose, it's going to be on me to win or lose the ball game.
Yeah, Austin Reeves is not taking the ball to the goal.
100%. 100%. I agree with you, but I'm just saying, when I looked at the Knicks in the Philly game, Philly didn't want to get ball. You didn't box out. It almost looked as bad as Oklahoma City with the offensive rebounds. Except they don't have Joel Embiid. We got a skinny Chet.
They kind of just took their foot off the gas. They got complacent there at the end. I'm not real sure what that was. They're all standing around looking at each other.
But listen, the whole thing is that's when your main guy has to step up, and Embiid is the guy to close it. And I'm sorry, Drew, he went 0 for 5 in game 1 in the fourth quarter with no rebounds. Yeah. Then you have no rebound. How are you 7 foot, Drew, and you can't get 1 rebound?
Yeah.
You
Not
played,
sure.
Drew, he's played 24 minutes with 0 rebounds.
Hmm.
In the fourth quarter. 0 rebounds in the fourth quarter. Zero. How is that possible?
Yeah.
That's hard. I mean, I know you're hurting, Drew, but
Yeah.
I've been hurt and played before. You've been hurt and played before. And the bottom line is,
Yeah.
look, if I'm going to be out here, I ain't going to say the word I want to say, but look, if I'm going to be out here hurting,
Yeah.
I'm going to give it 100%. Everything I got, I'm going to try everything I can do to win. They didn't go after the ball. They didn't do a bunch of things. I was like, what the hell is happening here, man? So frustrating, Drew. I just don't understand it. Can you help me understand it, please?
Yeah, I can. I literally have been relegated to listening to the radio today and not anything sports related because I'm still irritated.
To,
Still irritated.
yeah, to me, it's just so frustrating, Drew. I don't get it. I really don't. I don't. I'm like, I don't. I just don't get it, dude. This is a game like you said, the Lakers should have won that game. They should have won that game. It should be 1-1 right now, going back to LA with all the momentum. Now you're down 2-0 with no momentum. Now your back is up against the wall. You have to win game 3 or you're in trouble. You know what I mean, Drew? You're in trouble. I think I lost Drew, right? Did I lose you, Drew? I think I lost Drew. I think I lost him. Anyway, to me, the Lakers are in trouble. They've got to win. They've got to win this game. They have no choice. They've got to win game 3. But they should have won game 2 with all the. There you are. I lost you for a minute. Drew, are you out in the country? Where are you at?
I'm here.
Oh,
Sorry.
there you go. But like I said, they've got to. They're now. You had a chance to go 1-1. Now you're down 2-0. You've got to win game
Yeah.
3. But all it shows me, Drew, is like you said. You look at it. Every playoff game, they've been in the game until the last 5 minutes, and they folded the last 5 minutes of the last 6 games.
Yep.
Folded, and you got the GOAT, and he don't close out. And you can't tell me Michael Jordan with a lead that big of a 20-point lead is going to lose a game.
Wow.
That ain't
He's
happening.
not going to.
He's not going
He's
to.
going to live. He would live on the free throw line.
Hey, and Kobe, he ain't going to give that up. Kareem, he ain't giving that up. None of the guys in front of him that we have in front of Magic Johnson, he ain't going to get. He's going to put the ball in his hands.
Yep.
I mean, I don't understand LeBron standing there. Why are you standing? Are you tired? I'm sorry, Drew. I was so frustrated last night. Then I go turn on hockey, and I'm watching my Stars just get beat up by the Golden Knights. Like, what the hell is going on here? Lakers are getting their butts beat. My Stars are getting their butts beat. I mean, what the hell's going on? I was frustrated. I started texting High Stick Harry and go, man, what the hell's wrong with my boys? I was so frustrated because I'm switching back between between basketball and hockey. I'm like going back and forth, and I'm mad. And I mean, what a poor performance by
Yeah,
Dallas.
it was a bad night for me. I like I said, that whole game was exactly how I thought it would go. I thought the Lakers would come out. I thought they'd win the game.
Yeah.
I really did. And they played about as well as they could for about 44 minutes.
Hey, Drew, the last 6 games, what have they been in? What did you say before it even started? You go, the last 4 games of playoffs last year, they were in the game until the last 5 minutes of every game and then went away.
Did it again.
They did it again. In the game until the last 5 minutes. They did it the other night, Saturday night. Do it again. I mean, dude, what I don't understand.
Yeah.
I don't understand, Luke. I don't understand. I mean, they match up with Denver really, really well. They do.
Really well.
But the
Really
problem
well.
is the GOAT, the faux GOAT, the fake GOAT, here he is, has a chance to win. He disappears.
He's not doing good. The what thing goats do. He's not doing it.
No, he doesn't. It just amazes me. I'm like, you look at Oklahoma City. SGA goes and takes the ball away from J-Dub. Give me the damn ball. And then he scores the last 5 straight points, puts the Thunder up. They come down, score. He's asking for the ball, and Chet passes it to J-Dub. And then what do? J-Dub almost turns it over. He passes to Dort. Dort almost turns it over. They pass it to Chet. He goes 1 of 2 free throws. Give the ball to SGA in the very first place. They don't want to foul him. He's going to keep the ball in his hands. He's going to split the double team, keep the ball in his hands until they foul him, and he's going to go make 2 free throws and put us up and put the game away.
And LeBron was using Aaron Gordon up.
Using him.
Up.
Hey, Drew, until the last, 5
Yeah.
minutes?
Then he started settling for threes.
Or
He started
pass,
settling
or
for
not,
paint.
or not even having the ball. I watched 3 straight possessions.
Yep.
He didn't even have the ball. He didn't touch the ball 3 straight possessions.
Yep.
I'm like, you're
I
up.
know.
What are you doing? You're up 6 at the end of the game, and you don't touch the ball one time. He's standing over there by the half court line. I'm like, what are you doing? I That kind of stuff like that frustrates me, Drew, as a player.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dude, why aren't you?
I mean, this should have been a series. It could have easily been a series, easily.
But Drew,
And going back to LA, if you get game 3, then you really got a series.
but Drew, but listen, like I tell people, all anybody did is hold serve. That's all you
No,
did. You
you're
won at
right.
home. You won at home. Now Lakers, you're at home. Go win at home. Then you do what
Yep.
game fives usually are, the determining factor of the series. So go now, Lakers,
Yep.
take your butt home, win game 3. Actually play good the last 5 minutes for once, and then show yourself you can play good for the last 5 minutes. Then you go into game 4, you do the same thing, and then you have a game 5 in Denver, knowing that you should have beat Denver.
Yep.
Now, are you gonna win 4 in a row? No. Can you win 4 out of 6, 4 out of 5? Yes,
Good.
it's possible.
But they're not going to.
But you
I'm
got
telling right now,
to. But Drew, the first thing you got to do is win game 3.
you got to win game 3, and I think they need to win it decisively.
Yep. If you win game 3,
They need a confidence builder.
they do. But Drew, they're handling Denver. They had them on the ropes, and then just
you hold Denver to 100 points at home.
it's unbelievable, dude. I don't understand it at all. And I just said to me the frustration level as a Laker fan last night was of this umpteenth. I don't know who's worse as far as a lineup guy, him or Dagnall. I don't know who's worse.
Boy,
They're close.
I tell you what, we talked about this Ham get fired. Oh, I don't think there's any doubt he gets
They
fired.
said they came out today and said that no matter what, he's coming back for a year because they'll owe him $7 or $9 million next year. And I don't think Jenny Buss is.
On the bribe.
But I don't think
You
Jenny
gotta
Buss.
figure.
I don't think Jenny Buss is going to give him $7 million and he ain't coaching. I don't see them doing that.
Right.
I don't see them. I mean, as me as an owner, I'm not giving you $7 million. You know what I'm saying? And
I'm just looking at it, from a lineup standpoint, it's going to be a complete changeover again. I mean, Austin Reeves will be back, but the rest of them, probably Hachi just signed, he'll be back. Other than that, I don't know. D'Lo
you got AD back, and that's the only person you got
AD
coming
back,
back for
LeBron
sure.
back,
No,
Reeves and
LeBron's an
Rest are all
option.
gone.
LeBron's an option, Drew.
Yeah.
He don't have to come back.
To me, I'd move him, dude. I'd move him right now and try to get the pick for him.
No, he don't have to. He hasn't signed his contract yet. It's a player option. He can do whatever. That's why Golden State is trying to go after him and Paul George because both of them are in their final they're in player option. They can do whatever the hell they want. So it doesn't cost you any picks, and you can get them both.
Yeah.
So, if you go,
I'd take the $50 million cap space he's hogging, and I'd go find me some other players.
but Drew, you remember though.
They're going to in a year anyway.
But you remember though, if he takes his player option and bails out, you have that $50 million.
Yeah.
I mean, you and I didn't want him in the first place. And I was arguing with a kid at the bar. I was arguing with Chris at the barbershop. He goes, "Oh, well, he brought us a ring." I go, "No, he didn't." I said, "I'm gonna take listen."
All except the bubble, he's been no better than an 8 seed.
And I said, in the bubble, we weren't a great seed then either.
No,
Come on
they were
now.
5.
I said, dude, it ain't like he came to the West. He came to LA for one reason, to make money. He made $600 million since he been there in LA? He made $100+ million the first year there. He came there to make money. That's why he did it.
He became a billionaire in LA.
In LA. That's exactly why he did it. Nope. I said, I could tell him, if you're a real Laker fan, you don't give a shit about LeBron. You don't.
No,
You don't care. He's not getting a
There better
statue.
not be no damn statue.
There won't. I can promise you, there won't be no statue. Dude, the Lakers, we have not been anything better than a 7 or 8 seed since he's been there. Well, 1 year, if you take away the COVID year. And I've said all along, well, he went to 8 straight. Bring your ass out to the West. You in the East where there ain't nothing over there. Ain't nothing
Yep.
over there. Bring your
He ain't
ass
made
out
the
to the
final, he
West.
ain't made the finals yet. And to me, I don't really count the bubble. I mean, I do, but I don't.
I mean, like I said, to me, I'll take the chip, but then it's got an
Yeah.
asterisk. It's got an asterisk, but I'm gonna take it. It's kind of like the OSU football national football championship. It's a championship, but it's
Yeah.
an asterisk. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
still take it, but it's an
It is.
asterisk. I'm like,
Yeah,
dude,
both sports teams in LA benefited from COVID. The Dodgers and the
and the
Lakers.
Lakers, yeah, both of them did. So you can't really gripe about it. I mean, but at the same time, my frustration is that the Lakers should be 1-1 right now,
Yep.
without question.
Yep.
And then
Going
Denver,
into a massive game 3 that they
and
should
then
win.
and then Denver is
Oh,
now thinking, oh man, they've dominated us 7 out of the
yep.
last 8 quarters. They, we really, but the one thing Denver's got, they'll fold in the last 5 minutes. That's what I'll say is if I'm a player, they'll
100%.
fold. They'll fold in the last 5 minutes. All we gotta do is stay in there. They'll give us the game,
Which they do. Which they do.
which they've done six playoff games. They've done that. 6 playoff games they've done that. And
Yeah.
I'm like, to me,
Yeah, the frustration level spilled over last night. I mean,
yeah,
it's
it
just,
did. Yeah, it did. And like I
yeah.
said, I'm gonna say this: the Philly loss was worse to me. Dude, you got a 5-point lead with 40 seconds, whatever it is to go, and you get
Yeah.
beat.
Yeah.
And Nick Nurse, they scored. Why the hell didn't you call timeout to take the ball to half court? You know what I'm saying? Why you didn't try to call
Yeah.
timeout until after Maxey lost the ball and the ball was on the floor. Then you trying to call timeout. Too late. Why didn't you call timeout and advance the ball to half court?
Well, another play in the Laker game, which is not getting much love, is LeBron hits the 3. They go up 3. Murray almost throws it out of bounds, and they chuck it back in bounds, and then he hits the 3.
Yep.
I mean, that ball goes out of bounds, or Reeves comes down with it. It's a ball game.
But he doesn't because
No.
he ain't the dude. That's why he ain't the guy. He benefited. The only reason why he's in the league is because LeBron gutted
Oh,
the
yeah.
team. He gutted the team for Carmelo and Russell Westbrook. He gutted the team. And you look at everybody else.
I'm in
KCP,
agreement.
remember Drew?
I'm in
KCP
agreement.
was on that
He's a
team.
role player. He is a role player.
Yeah, listen, KCP was on the Lakers team. They got rid of him.
Yep.
Okay? Who else they get rid of? They got rid of our boy that was all defensive
Josh
team.
Hart.
They got rid of Josh Hart. They got rid of the guy, our all defensive guy, the white guy.
Brandon Ingram.
No. Brandon wasn't on that team. What's his name? Kyle Kuzma. They got rid of. They got rid of your boy. Yes, they got rid of the guy at Chicago. He's one of the best defensive players in the league. You got rid of all of them for Russell and Carmelo, and then you had to bring Austin Reeves up, and you haven't been the same since. You win the chip. You're fourth in ranking.
And you know what? He's going to have his moments because he's wide open.
Yes.
AD and LeBron.
Yes.
I mean, Reeves shoots wide open shots.
And remember, they got rid of Malik Monk. He was on that team too.
Yeah. Well, how would you like to have Malik Monk?
And remember, guess who you were going to have that you hated? Buddy Hield. You got rid of Buddy. The deal was ready to be made, and LeBron didn't want
like
it.
I said, there better not be a stupid-ass statue of LeBron out front.
There won't be. No way.
One.
No way. Because nobody feels about him that way. Nobody.
Yeah.
Laker fans don't feel about him like that. We're all smart enough to know what the hell he did. Unless you're LeBron.
And if anybody's responsible for winning in the bubble, it's AD.
Yes.
If he doesn't hit that 3, I mean, they don't advance.
Did they beat Denver? Wasn't that who they beat on the 3? Yeah.
Denver on the 3 at the buzzer.
Yeah, I mean, frustration level, man. Frustration level.
I was in a red. I'm still in a red today. That's just unbelievable.
I agree. Let me take this break so we both can. Hey, we're gonna take a break so we both can cool the f off because I'm still pissed. You got me all fired up. I started to send you a text and go, "Man, be calm today," so I'm not mad. It didn't work.
I know calmness.
I want to thank SRB. If you have needs for engineering, surveying, and planning, hit our guy Mark Long up. They love to be behind the scenes. So if you have a new complex you're building, they can come in and make sure that everything's set up. There's not going to be any flooding. Or if you have a dam that needs to be done or a water plant that needs to be done, hit our guys up. over at SRB. And I got Mark Long. Collaborative Logic, if you have needs for computers, software to be customized for your office, network design, or website design, hit our guys up at Collaborative Logic. In fact, I'm taking my computer over there tomorrow, Drew, tomorrow night after the show because Nathan is going to bring me his so they can transfer all the stuff over there because I'll be gone. So he's going to
Right.
do the show this week while I'm on Friday and Saturday while I'm gone. So anyway, Collaborative Logic. Here I got Russell Williford up over there, and our boy Jose Fierro over at Oak Grove
What's up,
Trucking.
Jose?
He's actually listening, Drew. He's in
Better not
Shawnee.
be a Nuggets fan, Jose. We'll let the Broncos stuff go, but I better not see some damn 5-3-2-0 shirt on.
I don't think he's a
No,
Nuggets
anyway.
fan. He's just a Broncos fan, man. That's it. Don't beat him up too bad. He's just a Broncos fan. YNB, family owned and operated since 1912.
The bank to make things happen.
Yes, they are. They're an equal housing lender, a member of the FDIC, proud sponsor for us to support women, minority, and black-owned businesses, which we are at Georgia's Happy Hog today because of YNB sponsorship. So we'd like to thank Yo Mama, my big sis Carolyn for being there, and the commander Randy Wright for having us here. You can pre-qualify online at www.ynbok.com. That's ynbok.com, www. You can go in and visit them at any of their locations. The main bank at 401 Elm in downtown Yukon, 66 steps from historic downtown. Randy wore me out with that. YNB East, which is off the Parkway, and 66, that's why he's 66 steps, okay? For you people who don't get it, or 39th Expressway. YNB Mustang, located 218 North Mustang Road. YNB Parkway, which is off Garth Brooks and I-40, right in front of the hospital there. Cannot miss it, just south of I-40 there. And then YNB Peoples, which is located in Bethany on 23rd between Rockwell and MacArthur. And then Shelter Insurance, the Mark Pemberton Agency, located at 4609 Southeast 29th in Dale City, Oklahoma, 405-670-2424. Open Monday through Thursday, 9 to 5, Fridays 9 to 1. Closed Saturdays and Sundays, probably serving the Middale area since 1982. Now, Drew, your picks for today, bro.
Yep.
We got, you taking the Suns?
Yeah, I think they bounce back. I'm going with KD tonight. Going KD to catch fire. Going Booker to catch fire.
Well, he played good.
And,
Well, KD played good the other night. It was Booker and what's the name that didn't show up?
You got to figure those guys play better tonight.
Yeah, you would think, huh?
Yeah, I mean, you would think. Like I said, going long averages. I think the Suns, and I just don't see them going down 0-2.
But like you said too, though, Drew, you did say that that when you look at the Timberwolves, they played his best game of this year.
Yeah, they played about as good as they can play.
Yeah, they really did. They really did. Of course, then you taking the Bucks. Dame time again, huh?
I do. I like them in that game. Pacers are kind of that team that I don't know that they're kind of fish out of water to me right now. They might be all right at home. I don't think they can beat Milwaukee without Giannis.
Yeah, and if he continues to do what he's doing too, they should be fine. You know, if Dame continues.
Yeah.
But like I said, when Halliburton did that Dame time to Dame time after he busted them up, I told him, I said, man, that's gonna come back to haunt you. Same thing he did to Russell Westbrook.
I think Dame takes over again tonight.
Yeah, I think he bust them up. I agree. And you're gonna take the Mavs, huh? You think they're gonna bounce back against the Clippers?
I like that, and that line has come down. What did I have it at there?
2. You had it -2.
2 and 1 now.
Oh man.
I just think that without Kawhi, I think the Mavericks make the adjustment, even though I don't think Jason Kidd's a very good coach. But I think they make the adjustments. Luka has a big game tonight. Luka doesn't want to go down 0-2, and the Clippers will do Clipper things.
Yeah, they do. They will, won't they? And we don't expect Harden to do what Harden did the other night either. Don't expect him to do that again.
I mean, he played out of his head.
Yeah, he did, didn't he? It was ridiculous. Okay, and then, of course, you got the Major League Baseball. What a shock. You're taking your Braves in the money line.
Yeah, man, Braves have been on a roll lately. Whether they won 9 out of 10, 8 out of 9, something like that. And they own the Marlins, and I look for them to continue their winning ways. They've got Max Fried's on the mound tonight for their ace, and they're playing against Trevor Rogers, who used to pitch for the Reds, and the Braves actually strapped him. So I like the Braves today.
Hey, by the way, Drew, I've got John Warren. He's at work. He's listening to us. He wanted to say we do a great job here on the show. Appreciate you, man, for that. Appreciate you that. Even though Drew and I are a little pissed off right now. We have the Dodgers. Maybe the Braves will put you in a better mood today, Drew. Did you hear me, Drew? You're gone. I lost him. I can see that he's no longer there for whatever reason. I don't know what happened to my boy Drew. He was there, and then now he's not. But anyway, he took the Dodgers money line at 205. He took the Rays at the money line at 159, and my Yanks at 205. That's what our boy Drew took. That's what he's got in there. I don't know what happened to him, but I lost him on the feed there. So, but like I said, okay, the Thunder. The thing about this, when you look at the West standings here, the NBA West, when we look at the West, okay, we're going to talk about the Thunder a little bit now, because I still don't want to talk about my team because I'm still a little pissed off about it. But here are the I don't know what happened to Drew. He's completely gone now off my thing. But here are the NBA Finals, the playoffs, and the way everything is sitting. The Thunder, of course, play tomorrow night against the Pelicans. Hey, Drew, you there? What happened to you?
All right.
I don't know what happened to you. I lost you completely.
Cat keeps punting me off, but anyway, yes, back to the pick. I like the Dodgers against the Nationals today. The Nationals are a dumpster fire. Dodgers could be all right there. And what else?
Then you had the Rays.
Rays cost me my parlay last night, so I look for them to bounce back today. That's a bad loss. They got worked yesterday by the Blue Jays, 7-1. That's the only baseball game I lost.
Yeah. Oh, it was? Oh, my God.
Yep.
Then, of course, my Yanks, you got the money line at 205.
Yeah, Yankees are probably the best team in baseball right now. So I look for them to keep rolling. The National League East this year, the American League East, is not quite what it used to be, and the Athletics are terrible. So Oakland traveling across the country to get beat up almost by the Yankees.
What are they going to be called in Vegas, by the way? Are they the Las Vegas A's? What are they? Are they switching the name?
They should be the Aces, shouldn't they?
Well, the Aces is the base basketball team.
It's the what?
The Las Vegas Aces is the girls' women's team.
Oh, yeah. Well,
So
I don't know what they're going to be then. It's going to be tough to change that name, but
yeah, so they're Las Vegas A's, I guess. But yeah,
you think they're going to change their color scheme and everything?
Well, I don't know. What are you going to do that, Drew? Because it is.
I don't know. That's an iconic color scheme.
Well, I think you keep the name, you keep everything. That's what I do. But you can't be the Aces.
If not, you're going to alienate. There's a lot of A's fans around the country. There really are.
Yeah.
And just because they were so good in the 70s, 80s, and early 90s, but
I think you keep
a dumpster fire for 30 years.
I think you keep the colors.
Yeah, I do too.
But you keep the name because the Aces are the two-time women's WNBA champions, so they're not changing, and they're legitimately probably going to win 3 in a row. They are strong there in Vegas. Vegas is becoming a town. You know what I mean?
It is.
And everybody stayed away from them. But like I said, talking about gambling, you're an idiot if you're a professional athlete and you gamble. You're a dumbass. If you do anything,
and it used to be that they, didn't want a team there because they're scared they're going to gamble.
Yeah.
But now gambling is
rampant.
everywhere.
Yeah,
but you can be anywhere and you can get susceptible to.
Yeah, but Drew, I tell people all day long. I said, I don't know what you're tripping on. You're in Vegas. If you're an athlete, they know who you are. Okay.
Yep.
And if you're playing anything than blackjack or poker, you better just play blackjack and maybe the roulette table. And if you're betting too much, the league will find out about it.
They'll get an NBA team pretty soon too.
Yeah, they're gonna get a team. There's no question. Why wouldn't? To me, the two cities you go into, you go back to Seattle because they learned their lesson.
Yeah.
They learned their lesson. Being arrogant. Oh, you're not gonna leave. We've had a team for 20. Boom,
right.
We're out. Oklahoma City. Thank you. By the way, Seattle. And then they're going to get the Thunder. Get the NBA. So you got the Las Vegas, and you got them. That gives you 32 teams.
I'd like to see Nashville get a team. I think they get.
Yeah, but Drew, that gives you 33. That gives you an odd number. So you have to either be 32 or 34. And where else would you add a team?
In Nashville, then you could probably do. Maybe
I
Columbus.
think, how about if you switch out and send them out, or take Orlando or whatever, and send them over there?
Yeah.
I don't know how much your attendance is in Orlando, but maybe you send Orlando to Nashville because I believe, to me,
Yeah,
I believe if the Thunder had not passed that bill, passed that thing, I think the Thunder would end up being in Nashville, which is where
yep,
the Gaylord family, everybody except Clay Bennett lives. They all live there.
yep,
So I think they were going to give them half $4 billion or $3 billion or whatever that number is, and go, hey, just move the team to Nashville. I think that's what would have happened. Because
yep.
those other owners, they don't give a shit about sports. They don't really care about basketball. They don't care. You never see him at
Mhm.
games. Clay Bennett's the only guy you really see at games.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You don't see the other guys. You don't see
Yeah,
the other guys at
he's
games.
really pretty. He's really pretty quiet as an owner.
Yeah, but now that he's back. He's looking healthier. Drew, by the way, saw him
Hmm.
at the game the other night. When was that? Sunday night. He looked pretty good. He looked. He had that scare, and he looks pretty good now. He looked pretty comfortable. He was almost. He
Right.
thought he was gonna. We may lose him, but he ended up bounce back, and then so I'm glad to see him looking healthier. So I was glad for that. I'm glad to have him here. So, but anyway, in the NBA game, I was looking at the playoffs picture right here, Drew. Let me pull it back up. The games tonight, Drew, are huge. Don't you agree?
Yep. Yeah. I mean, again, and our home teams are 12-0 in the playoffs. I think that changes tonight.
Yeah.
I think two teams. I think a couple of them win tonight.
Yeah, you have
Hopefully,
the.
I'm on the right ones, but I feel really good about Dallas. I think they play a lot better, and Harden's not going to do what he did before. If he does, then tip your hat. But I'll take Luka and the boys tonight to find a way to beat the Clippers, I like the Suns. That may be a little far, but I think the Suns played better. But I think Milwaukee probably continues winning. But I think 2 out of 3 road teams win tonight.
What do you think about the 211 over under 211 and a half over under in the T Wolves and Suns? Are you leaving that alone?
I think it goes over. I think if you got the Suns, you got to play the over. You got to figure they're going to score more points than they did the last game. So
Yeah, but you got to remember too, Drew.
I'm banking on Booker and KD to go off tonight.
Well, Booker's going to have to show up. KD showed up, but he didn't have any
Yeah.
help. But still, 1 assist. I mean, are you serious? He always had more than
Yeah.
that when he played Oklahoma City. He never had a game where
Yeah.
he'd have 30-something and 1 assist. He always passed the ball. But with the NBA being down 10 points a game, how is that going to affect anything? You know what I mean? That's going to
Well,
affect it.
and we talked about that going into the playoffs. It just changes. I mean, you don't start calling fouls. The fouls aren't being called. The games get more physical. I mean, just look at the Laker game last night. I know I keep harping back to it, but you're not calling fouls. You're not calling the touch fouls and the pushes until the very end of the game. But for the most part, that was a physical basketball game. They let a lot of stuff go, and I think Oklahoma City kind of fell to that the other night too. I don't think they were prepared for the physicalness that was allowed.
No, they weren't. But that's what I'm saying. Oklahoma City, I think, will be more in
Oh
line
yeah,
tonight and ready
I
for
love
tomorrow.
Oklahoma City tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
I
I
think
agree.
Oklahoma City comes out and blasts New Orleans.
I agree. Pacers and the Bucks. The Bucks are 1.5 point favorite. 223. That's a lot for over under for that game. But you think the Pacers are gonna come out and score a
Yeah,
bunch?
well, I think that the Bucks have to play at an up tempo without Giannis. With Giannis, they can play a half court, but they get Giannis the ball in the paint, let him drive, live on the free throw line. To where this with
Lillard in this
James,
group, yeah.
they're going to have to speed it up, get him some open shots, get out in the open court. But on the flip side of that plays into Indiana's game,
So yeah.
which is up pace.
The difference is
That'll be a fun game. Unlike most of the Eastern Conference games in the early window,
Yeah,
it
'cause
should be Pacers Bucks should be fun to watch.
223, but it's on NBA TV. I mean, are you gonna watch that or are you gonna?
I like the over 223.
Yeah, 223. I saw that. I'm like, God dang. And then the Mavs over under.
If you think about it, over unders for Pacers games this year have been anywhere from 248 to 260, pretty much on a regular basis.
Yeah, so that's about it. They led the NBA in scoring for sure. Then the Clippers, Mavs 216 and a half over under. You left that one alone, Drew.
Yeah, I kind of like the under there. The Mavericks are a sneaky good defensive team, a lot better than you think. And again, I'm not a James Harden believer. I don't think he's going to come out and have 30 again tonight. I think Kyrie controls the tempo. I look for Luka to shoot a ton of free throws tonight. And I don't know. I got a feeling Dallas is going to play a lot better than they do. If they don't, They go down 0-2. But to me, that's a big disappointment
I
if you're
agree.
Maverick.
I agree. And then when I look at the playoff picture, when you look at the playoff settings overall, when you look at everything that's happening in the playoffs, when you look at the matchups coming up, okay, Drew,
Yeah.
and I was looking at those matchups and I'm going, okay, if you're the Thunder, do you want the Clippers or do you want the Mavericks? I think you want the Clippers than the
You want
Mavericks.
the Clippers. You want the Clippers all day.
Oh, that's what I said. I've said that I don't want I want the Clippers. I do because SGA just kills them every time he sees them, and they just don't match up. Then of
No.
course on the other side, T Wolves and Suns.
And the Clippers, if they're missing Kawhi, they don't have their killer. You know what I mean?
No,
Paul
I
George is
agree.
not a killer.
No, he's really not. Never had playoff P.
I've never. I thought if you give yourself a nickname, it doesn't count.
And look what he did in Oklahoma City. He was playoff P list is what he was.
Yeah,
He was
butter.
not. Then of course you got the T Wolves and the Suns. I still think the Suns can get the T Wolves in this series.
I
And
do
then the
too.
Nuggets.
I do too. But you know, I mean, either one of them, I don't think can match with Denver. I think Denver gets either one of them in 6. I don't think it goes 7.
You know, like we've always talked about, games 3, 4, and 5 decide series, not games 1 and 2.
Yeah.
If you hold serve, it's game 3 and game 5 are the ones that matter. Game 3 and game 5.
I do think Oklahoma City's second series goes 7.
The second series, yeah. This series I think is 5
Yeah.
or 6, but I think the second
5 or
series,
6.
yeah. I think either way. But the thing is, this having home court.
I think Oklahoma City wins tonight. I think New Orleans gets one of those down there. And Oklahoma City comes back, wins game 5, wins game 6.
Yep, I agree because it will be Saturday, Monday, is what it'll be there.
If they win tonight, I think they can win one down there, maybe 2. If I for sure win 1, 2-2, then they come back, Oklahoma City win game 5, and I think they close them out, especially with no Zion.
Yep, I agree. Then on the other side of that, the Celtics are just the Heat have nothing for them.
They'll sweep.
The Heat might get one, maybe. You know what I'm saying? They may get one
I
at
don't
home.
think so.
Well,
Maybe.
yeah, maybe. That's what I'm saying. They may get one, but we'll see. Because they play them tough.
I'll tell you this right now. If Denver plays the way they play, I don't know that Boston can beat Denver. I really don't. Denver just, to me, has no weaknesses. I mean, when it outside of and like we said, the Lakers match up great with them because they're big at the guard,
And they're physical and they're long.
physical, but Boston is not.
No, Boston is not. No, when they lost Duco, their coach, their physicality went out the window. Zula is not a physical guy. He's an offensive guy. He just wants to
And I
outscore.
do think that the Knicks can give Boston all they want.
Yeah, but the problem with the Knicks is they can barely get past. I mean, without Randall, I'm sorry, Jalen Brunson has not played good either game. They're beating
losing Randall hurt them for a playoff run.
Yep, and I said Jalen Brunson, they're beating the crap out of him. He's a little guard. They're going to beat the crap out of him. That's what they're going to do. They're going to beat him up. You know, Drew, they're going to beat him up. That's what they're going to do. And I just don't have the confidence in them, but I do agree with you. And the Bucks, they got to get past the Pacers because Giannis would be back. I think he's back in game 5. I think there's one going to bring him back. But to me, Drew, this has Kevin Durant written all over it. Kevin Durant was going through the same calf issue, and to me, it's like, dude, if he busts his Achilles like Kevin did, he's missing all of next year. All of next year. Why would you? I mean, I don't understand it. It's not, and I don't think you have a chance to beat the Celtics anyway. Maybe, but not with.
But on the flip side of that, Milwaukee's looking at like we got a window here with 2 superstars. Do you risk it? Probably not. I wouldn't.
Well, Drew, you only have one more year after this year with Dame.
Yep.
Do you want to waste that?
Probably not.
I mean, to me, I'm like, screw the playoffs. Giannis, get that Achilles heel.
Probably a lot of in-house pressure. I'm sure that everybody around him is saying, "Play him," right? I mean, you got to figure he wants to play.
Yeah, I agree. You know he wants to play, but it's just to me, Drew. I sit there and look at it. I'm like, I'm out, man. I don't agree with that. But then you've got the Cavaliers and Magic. I still don't trust the Cavaliers, but they're probably going to beat the Magic because the Magic is.
I think that's 4-1.
Yeah, the Cavaliers. I didn't really take into account that the Magic, they're deer in headlights. Their eyes are so big, they're like, oh my
No, they
God,
are.
they are deer in headlights. They're done.
That
They're,
game last night, they came out and literally like the first 7 shots they put up either hit the backboard first or back of the rim. Like they were so amped up and just firing away, and I was like, this is not going to be a bet.
you weren't confident in it, were you not, Drew?
No, I didn't even have to look at the score. I knew they were going to get pounded. They just don't have enough outside shooting. They got a lot of athletes. They got a lot of guys that can rebound and be physical. But if Bancaro is not giving you 30, you're in trouble.
Yeah, Bancaro's got to do what Bancaro does,
And
dude.
then old boy from Gonzaga got hurt in the second quarter.
Yes,
And I
Suggs.
don't know that he came back. I don't think he did come back.
Suggs, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't see it. I didn't watch it. But I'm gonna say this. I just, when they told the Thunder said that they were gonna take Chet over Bancaro, I'm like, I don't understand that. I don't care inside presence, whatever. Can you imagine
Yeah.
him with J Dub and SGA and the team you
Yeah.
got, dude? I'm
Right.
like, dude, the Thunder would be rolling. But here you go, Drew. Here, let me give you this because the Thunder play. But I did our our team stats. Okay, you have SGA. First game, he had 28 points, shot 45% from the field, 85% from the line. J Dub, 19 points, 44% from the field, 20% from three. SGA went 0 for because he went 0 for what, 4, 0 for 4, whatever he was, and
Yeah.
and J Dub shot 66% from free throw line. Chet, 15 points, 42% from the field, 33% from three, which is not bad. 50%
Yeah.
from the three, from the free throw, because he went 1 for 2 at the end. Those are his first 2 free throws.
Yeah. He's got to shoot more free throws.
Hey, Drew, nobody else shot free throws on the team.
Yeah.
You had 3 guys
Yeah,
shooting free
they
throws.
weren't being aggressive. I think they settled a lot. I think that'll change. If it does, if they're going to be another dogfight.
Yep.
I think that they're going to be more aggressive and take the ball to the hole and look to get to the free throw line and get some easy points.
And after that, Drew, Dort, 6 points, 33% from the field, 50% from the line, from the three. Wiggins, 6 points, 100, 100. He didn't miss a shot. Wiggins didn't.
Yeah.
He's got to play
Dort
more.
he's going to be a lockdown defender in the playoffs. His offense may struggle because I think he's going to guard the other team's best player.
Okay, yeah, I agree 100%. I'm with that 100. Our boy High Stick Harry says he can get on, Drew, so we're going to talk a little bit about hockey for him. Come on, High Stick, man. We got you. His Bruins, Drew, got beat last night. Did you know that?
I did know that.
Yeah, High Stick Harry.
up, boys?
I'm not
Long
lying
pants.
everybody
Hey.
else gives somebody a hard time when their team loses.
Boys just jumped on. How we doing?
I know. He said that's why he was giving you a hard time about your line change. That it's hard to beat you up when your team lost.
Yep.
The goal was good. It was a great goal for Matthews there at the end. There's not much you can really do about that one. I don't know if you got to see the play, but he caught it out of midair at about the far blue line and just ran right in and he had a nice goal. Omar had to play. He played a great game for the Bruins, but this is going to be a tough matchup. I see it going 7.
Yep. And then Drew's new team, the Canes.
I told you yesterday. I was like, take them on regulation. I hope you did. That was a nice little easy win
I
there.
agree.
Yeah, that was a nice win. Canes up 2-0. Then the G Knights, man. I almost texted you last night. I was fired up between watching the Laker game fold down and then my Stars being down. I'm like, the Knights just hit them in the mouth from the beginning. It seemed like being, and the Stars never recovered.
Yeah, you remember whenever I told you yesterday about how they had that how the salary cap works there for the NHL.
Yes.
So, one of the highest paid players in the NHL. He came back first game in about I don't know, less than, it was like a minute and 15 seconds, scores a goal.
Yeah.
So that's $11 million off their salary cap they didn't have to deal with. So the little things like that are going to change the NHL playoffs. It has for the last few years. It's going to continue to do so, but the Stars are in for one here. The G Knights are, one of the best teams in the league, so we'll see. I love the Stars.
And they're looking to repeat. On top of that, they're looking to repeat as champions. So,
Yep.
But anyway, 1-0 G Knights. I wasn't happy about that at all. And then the Oilers, oh my God, your boy is just, Jesus is ridiculous, dude. He's pretty good.
5 points. Yeah, 5 points last night. So that's
Hey,
He didn't put one puck in the net, but he assisted on 5 of them. I mean, they'll do the job that beat the other team by himself. So
dude,
I mean,
hey Ben,
like
he's really good, dude.
they're going to be scrappy. It's going to start getting physical. Once some of these teams get down 1-2-0 in these divisions, it's going to start getting scrappy. They're going to start just trying to pound on each other. So it should be pretty good. I expect a lot of these games to pick up a little bit more on the physicality.
Yep, and then the games tonight, you've got the Capitals at the Rangers. The Rangers are 1.5-point favorites, over under 5.5 goals.
Yep, I still took the Rangers on this one. I took them in regulation as well. I mean,
Rangers
they're
are minus 300.
Yep. On regulation, though, you can get them at about minus 156, I think is what I got them at earlier today. But if you
Well, I
take them at
take that.
regulation, that's not too bad of a deal. I think they're going to spank them. It shouldn't be too. I mean, it's going to get physical tonight, though. I don't know if you saw there was a couple of brawls at the end of periods the last time they played. I expect Rempe, that guy that's 7 feet tall for the Rangers. I expect him and Tom Wilson to maybe get after it here tonight. So it should be a pretty good one. I expect it's going to get interesting, but I still expect the Rangers to walk away easily.
And y'all think that he gets confused with a basketball player when he walks into the bars in New York?
1,000,000%. They're like, who's this white dude? Does he play for? Yeah,
Then, of course, the Lightning. I misspelled Lightning for whatever reason. And the Panthers. Panthers 1.5-point favorites, over under. What they're from the 5.5 goals? Is that just the normal thing or what?
yeah. I mean, in the playoffs, it seems to be most games do tend to go into overtime. I know between the NHL and the NBA, it's been the home teams have just been absolutely demolishing everybody else right now. But 1.5 is not a usual number for the NHL playoffs, but the Panthers are just that damn good.
Yep, and then of course ESPN free means it's on streaming. That's what that means to everybody. Okay, the actual
Yep.
ESPN game is the Capitals and the Rangers. Then of course at 8:30 you got the Avalanche and the Jets.
Yep, another home game for the Jets. I don't know if you saw the whiteout videos last
Yes, I
night.
saw that. Yeah, when you did, I had to
That
go look at
building
that.
was unreal. The Avalanche, they're a great freaking team. They won 2 years ago. I expect them to I mean, they're going to fight back, but I mean, playing in that arena, these two teams, Winnipeg just they match up well against the Avalanche physicality wise. I expect Connor to come out for Winnipeg to have some good points, and I'm taking McKinnon to get a goal. He's minus 114.
Now, when they do the whiteout, it's kind of like the Thunder was the whiteout the other night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but these
I mean,
guys are committed, and they're in Canada, so they're
they're a
all
little
white.
different. They're a little
So
different, and they're white too. It's whiteout, really whiteout.
They can just show up, and they made it to the whiteout.
Wow,
But
man.
hey,
You
if you get some eyes on that game, or just see that arena, that place is going to be rocking
Hey,
tonight. It's going to be one of
hey,
the best
Ben, I'm glad
in the
that was
country.
you that said that, not me. That's all I can say,
Yeah,
bro. That's all I can say. I'm glad
1,000,000%.
that was you, not me. That's all I
Looks like
know.
a Utah Jazz game.
That's exactly
One
what it
minute,
is.
yep.
Oh God.
Except for even wider than that. Yep,
Oh,
you're
dude,
right on.
that's city, man. I can tell you, it's not my favorite. Salt Lake City, it's beautiful, but yeah, man, yeah,
Oh yeah, and speaking of that, they're getting the Coyotes next year, so
yeah,
that should be
yeah. I
pretty good.
saw that. Yeah, they're not chocolate friendly there, so they'll be fine. Then, of course, the last game of the night, you've got the Predators and the Canucks.
Yeah, I still expect the Canucks to walk away with this one. The Predators are a good team. I don't think they have the depth to match up with the Canucks. They've had a great season, and it was actually kind of out of turn. Nobody expected the Canucks to be number one in their division. Just kind of worked out that way, and I think they're just going to continue on spank this one out. So yeah,
Well, you know what, guys? I'm gonna say this.
man. Yep, the last
Yeah.
night. Yep. The buzzer beater for Murray, all that stuff. I mean, that was fantastic. I mean, I know you guys are the Laker boys.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, it was a good night for sports,
Yeah,
man.
just good game. That's all I need to hear. Good game, good game, good game.
No, but it's just setting it up for the Lakers to come back and make it even more epic than it was before. So
Yeah.
just did. Uh, I don't. I hate even watching my Bruins in the playoffs. The Stars, yeah. Thing was too for the Stars. I mean, they only had the Vegas Knights only had 15 shots on net and 4 goals. That's brutal. Yeah, you got to get at least 30, 35 if that's going to happen. So I'm hoping it'll change around. It was only game one too, so we got still got plenty of time. Still got plenty of time.
Yeah, bro, I'll have it all up on there. I like the Avalanche. I'm gonna watch the Avalanche. The Avalanche play tonight, right?
Yep. Avalanche
Yeah,
Jets.
yeah.
There's
I'll watch that
13 goals.
Avalanche Jets game. That's on ESPN, and then I'll probably try to catch a little of the Rangers game on side TV. I got the Braves too, so I'm in a. I need one more television. Oh, it's
Ooh,
already been
I think we can
discussed.
figure one out.
It's already been discussed. There's a spot for it. Yeah, she doesn't care. She does. Yeah, she's relegated to the downstairs when the Lakers are on, so she doesn't care. Yeah, she is, but it's Dallas is about in the same boat as the Lakers these days with me. So
Should be all right. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that this year.
Thursday draft.
Yep. Thursday draft, Bubba.
Yeah,
Sheesh.
I've been looking at some draft boards lately, and there'll be a lot of quarterbacks and a lot of wide receivers taking first round. Yeah, I could be talked into that. Get the draft board up. Right. I got. Man, I just this great time of year. It's going to be the playoffs are really kicking into form. I think tonight you're going to have a repeat of last night. I think they're going to be some great games. I think you're going to see some road teams win tonight.
Yep.
And then you got the draft Thursday. It's going to be a big week of sports. And then red white scrimmage for you Husker fans out there Saturday morning. So big
Well,
week.
oh wow, yeah, nobody's watching. We watch Ben. Do we care about that, Ben? Do we care about that at all? I don't think we care
Come
about
on,
that,
Ben.
do we?
No, but I'm looking forward to see it. Hopefully, the Huskers get back to old
What are
times.
you
I mean,
doing,
I
Ben?
was
Who
back in
are
the day.
you? What the hell are you
No,
talking
no,
about?
I just used to go back. I'm back in the day.
I mean, he
Oh
wants to
my,
see Rayola play a little bit. He was
oh
his
my
quarterback
God,
guy.
Ben, what are you doing?
I like seeing good schools get back
Ben,
to
what are
normal.
you doing? Why are you jumping on the bandwagon? What are you doing, bro? Did you watch?
Man, I
By the way, did y'all watch the OU junior varsity scrimmage?
I did not. I figured you'd hear about it all week, so I get the recap every day. So
I didn't hear. I haven't heard about it. Ben, did you?
no, definitely not.
Yeah, I heard about it on Saturday. People were.
every course around here, they're going to go undefeated, and they look great. So
Yeah.
good job.
Well, they was telling me the backup quarterback is going to take Jackson Arnold's spot by the middle of the year. So that's what they said.
Yeah, that ain't
They
going to
think he's going
happen.
to. Yeah, that's what I said. So, Ben, what about you?
Then
Any closing
uh,
thoughts?
hockey wise, I got the Canucks tonight in regulation time plus 107, and then I got the Rangers in regulation time. It was I got it minus 140 earlier in the day, but those should be some easy ones, and I parlayed them both, and it was plus 145.
Oh,
So,
nice. That's a nice pickup there. Did you do any
but yeah,
parlays,
just
Drew?
I've been 4-0
You know,
and just hockey
I
bets.
did
You
not. I'm playing all single games tonight. The Tampa Bay pissed me off last night,
Yeah.
so
What'd you say,
I'll
Ben? You're 4-0. Is that what you said? And you're big.
Yeah, just on the hockey bets. I've been trying to take I've been taking if you take the chalk right now with the home teams, you seem to be doing all right in hockey.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Now,
Same
of
with the
course,
NBA. If you bet the money line on every home team, you'd be 12 now.
Yep, that's true.
yep,
If you
yep.
did that. So if you did that.
So
Yep.
So.
I'm gonna ride with it till it falls off. So
All right, guys, I'm out of here. Hey, I want to say thank you for you guys for both coming on. Ben, I'm glad to hear. Hey, Drew, it's been nice to hear from High Stick Harry, hasn't it?
Yeah,
We haven't said
he comes
talked
in
to
for
him.
the playoffs.
Yeah, it's playoff time. So he's like, oh yeah,
yeah,
let's
I was
go.
going through a couple weeks of busy shit, so it's good to be back on with you boys, chat with you boys, and cut it up a little bit.
Yeah,
Appreciate you.
100%, 100%. Then, by the way, Drew, I mean Ben, I think next week I'm gonna be at Cats. One of the nights when now that it's warming up, I can do the playoff away games there at Cats. So
yeah.
I'll be looking forward to doing that. And by the way, I need to tell Kat I need a double X. I had an XL T-shirt that she gave me, and I washed it. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, you need double X.
It's a little
Gotcha.
tight.
I have to get the medium.
Hey,
Got to get the mediums
it's a little
myself.
tight. Hey, I'm not Alex. I'm not trying to wear tight and show off my muscles, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not Alex. But anyway, let's thank my guy, High Stick Harry, Ben Dillman. Appreciate you coming
Hey,
on.
cheers, boys. You guys have a good one.
You too, bro.
Happy hunt.
And my guy, go ahead. HuskerDrewPicks.com. Go ahead.
Go Big Red.
Wears me out. And anyway, I want to thank everybody, the guys here at Georgia's Happy Hog today. Appreciate these guys here at Georgia's. It was fantastic. We want to appreciate them for allowing us to come out here once again. And, of course, thanking YNB, family owned operated since 1912, the bank that makes things happen, for allowing us to be here today. So that being said, everybody have a fantastic day. Don't do anything I wouldn't do because, you know,